I'm here with the One Block Upper Westside group. It's a group of neighbors who came together to take care of the trash in the streets that's gotten really bad in the last few months. So we're going to talk to a few people and see what wonderful job they're doing.
If you want to be grouped with another team, somebody on your block, just DM us, send us a message on Facebook, put it on Facebook and say, hey, I'm on 74th Street, whatever it is. If anybody, we'll try to connect you. So that's what we're trying to do. We have hired 3 men through ACE. ACE is an organization that is similar to the Doe Fund. These men were formerly homeless, unemployed. One of the guys on the street has not had a job in 20 years. 8 months ago, after many, many stints in rehab, he finally got it. It stuck. And he now has a job. He is so proud of having a job and having a place to live. So when you see these gentlemen on the street, it's super important to acknowledge them because it feels so good to them to feel part of a community and appreciated. They're really struggling to be able to kind of just make it happen. So that comes with money that we're going to need to raise. So they are paid by ACE. We pay ACE. We're paying about $15,000 a month, for their salaries. They also have the opportunity to get health care and also 401k. So it's super important for us to have donations coming in. So anybody that does not have the bigger cards or the smaller cards, please get them before you leave, because as you walk out, people are going to say, hey, what are you doing? You can just hand them a card. That way they can learn about us. In terms of anything else, this is Jake.
I don't think so. Thanks so much for coming, guys. None of this happens without y'all coming. Thank y'all so much.
So thank you. Okay, so you all have your assignments and hit the streets. Thank you.
Thank you.
Some of you don't have pickers, but if you want to pick up trash and not get into a mess, you can order them on Amazon. I think for people who have strollers, actually the folding pickers are great because you can actually put them in a bag, whereas the long ones are just going to fall off the stroller. So it's just something to keep in mind. And I hope you guys come together and figure out who is on whose block. Anybody wants to be engaged and do something and work with me to pick a block and focus, you could just always reach out to me and I'll come out and work with you guys in groups of 2, 4, 6, 8, anything you want. So Billy and Donna, you're on 71st Street, the end block, right? And then we have people on the next block to you, and then we have people on the next block. So we want to just fix one block and not have everybody do a lot of work. So the more people help out and the more coordinated we get, that's how we'll solve the problem and get it done.
Your name is Constance?
Constance.
So nice to meet you. I've seen pictures of you on the Facebook group.
Yes, I've been joining several events.
And how long have you been helping with this group?
More than a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is every Saturday or Sunday?
Mostly Saturday. This is the first time we did a Sunday. Yeah.
Wonderful. And you're coming, actually, you don't live on the Upper West Side, you're coming from a different neighborhood,
I live
which is...
down,
Yeah.
but I come up here because it's better organized and
It's a great
fun.
community.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Constance. You're beautiful. I love your hat. So is this the first time you're doing this, or you've been here before?
No, I've been every single time. I came to the very first event and then been back ever since.
Wonderful. You also live on the Upper West Side?
I do, yeah, 81st and
You know,
Broadway.
I've seen a difference. I've seen it cleaner on the 72nd Street. All those stone benches, they're totally clean now.
Yeah.
Some people were scrubbing. You guys were scrubbing them last week. Bless you for doing that. How did you hear about it?
Well, I think there's a lot of negativity around at the moment, and then Jake wanted to do something positive on the Facebook page and decided to meet up, and that's how it started really. A group of people in the neighbourhood doing something positive.
Exactly.
And I think that's the main thing really, meet your neighbours and do something worthwhile instead of complaining.
Exactly. Thank you so much. 1,000 Yemen dollars?
Yeah.
Wow, so you never know what you find when you
$3.99.
clean up the park.
What?
Yeah,
That's
$3.99. Sorry.
okay.
So she's videotaping us on our way. We're in the belly of the beast, Eliza, and she's retired and she's been an attorney for the city of New York for many years. And so we're looking into like, we're gonna move that newspaper box over to where the other newspaper boxes are. But ideally, we'll figure out the ones that are no longer functioning and they're just becoming a locker for like people to put their stuff in. And so we'll do that today. But we're gonna try to figure out a strategy for 72nd Street. This is the toughest street.
Right.
I think one of the toughest streets
Lot of
on the
litter.
Upper West Side.
Right.
This corner in particular is a major reoccurring thing, and
People camp out there and sleep there on the
right,
streets.
you have the scaffolding that's there and it's been there for quite a while. You have glazed papaya, and then you have the newsstand, and you have people coming out of the subway. They finish what they're eating and they might toss their shoes. And so we want to engage the businesses. So let's get this team over there. Are you ready? What happened was today they had 3 meetup spots: 90th Street, then they had 81st Street, and now 70th Street. So the people today that came, we're trying to group them together and pair them up and exchange numbers. So let's work on this garbage can and get everything picked up. And I'm gonna move that box, okay? By the way, these are the heavy hitters. These guys,
You guys are doing a great job. That's such a wonderful thing you're doing.
This might be still being used, but we don't know. So we need to call them and find out.
Okay,
Huh?
Alexa, let's go.
That's a big piece of garbage.
That's
though.
heavy.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
No,
you can't really take that.
So if you look over here, right, we don't know if these are active or not. So ideally, there'll be somebody who's willing to call each one of these organizations and tell us, are they still active or not? If they're not, hopefully we can get rid of it. And if they're active, hopefully we can have them cleaned up. We can spray paint them, we can power wash them, and just make them a lot better. And like each thing we look at, we want to address. We don't want to just walk by it. So this is a chronic corner. So all around, we have like 5 people out here today. Yeah. So we're gonna figure it out. And the woman's not here right now.
Only on the ground. Only paint on the ground.
Okay, here. Okay, here, sweet.
Woman here who just lays out here right in front of Jack Lenane.
I've seen her. I've
And
taken her
it's-
picture.
and
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he's
Right.
engaged her, and
Well, she shopped some stuff from, and she usually throws right in the corner.
oh, it's just,
So what we did, we hanged out a little garbage bag here, so she can throw it in here.
and she's doing it.
At a time, but sometimes she was not, and then every time I see, hey, put it back, you know. So
Listen, even if
Wonderful
somebody's
that you did
mentally
that.
ill, you can still say you
Right.
need to do that
definitely.
because
Be-
you
I
know
mean,
she needs to
if
do
you
that.
keep it clean, other people can, you know.
Everybody's very nice to her.
That is great
I mean
that you did
people
that.
people are nice to her. They're not,
Right.
and she just really literally lays out here, and it's a shame that we can't help her find services. But the fact that he's engaging her, it's much better than if everybody just walks by her.
Because she shops with us, you know, like all the drinks and stuff.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So that's why we thought about, you know, how we just hang like a little garbage bag here, so she puts everything in.
These are big wins.
Wonderful. You're
because
Right.
we got you to start thinking, and oh, that's my dog.
Oh, that's your dog.
That's my dog, Lucy. Hi, Lucy.
Lucy.
Hi.
Hi, Lucy.
And so what we'd like to do is talk to your guy, your boss. Let's find out how much of what.
Forget it. Definitely I'm going to ask you today about this. See if you can spray paint it or
I was thinking just spray paint it. It's going to
Right.
look
Maybe
like
you could do-
75% better. Just
Right.
with
It's
like
just give you a better look, right?
$20 in Citibank, right?
Yes.
So Citibank is, you know, I'm not sure who cleans up, they're in a building, they pay a landlord, but you could see like we could power wash this and it would look so much better.
Oh yeah.
Or at least sweep it on a rainy day and the water will rinse it all away. But ideally, people like this would like to contact at a corporate level and see if there's a contact that they could say, okay, because I walk in there, it's like too many people to walk into to ask for help, but I do want to engage
Right.
all the businesses on 72nd Street. Like ideally, if you look here, there are certain places that constantly get, refreshed with garbage,
Right.
if that's the right word to use
Yeah.
it,
And see, you're doing a great job because it's not just picking up stuff, it's also getting involved in the community, getting other people involved and calling businesses.
So this
they don't
guy-
get lazy and you do it for them.
Well,
you know?
I hope everybody does. A lot of people do a little, and then we keep up with it, because I think that it's well within our power to do and keep it clean. But this kind of street is different than a regular side street because there's just so much trash. There's very few garbage cans. So
I know they
it's
took
really,
them away, right?
I'm not sure. We have to dig into what's going on, but. I walked into Acamero, which is America's oldest wine shop. You'll have to fact check that, but if it is, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
What their history is. And one of the guys that is, in this company said, I have a steam cleaner, a pressure washer,
Okay.
and he bought it just because he wanted to test it out. So I'm going to work with him next week, and maybe we'll
great.
go to that corner and steam clean it.
Nice.
Steam clean in front of Citibank. Steam
That
clean.
would help.
You could use it for steam cleaning awnings. You're an artist.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that right there. That's my baby right there.
Oh, he's an artist.
Yeah.
Maybe you can paint this for you.
Yeah.
Do you think you could do something nice with this?
Well,
If I get,
it'd take a miracle. you got to put a new piece of steel there.
okay, well maybe we can't do something with this, but maybe we'll have another project for you.
Yeah, sure.
Where do you hang out?
I live right down the street.
Okay, so you live on the street. Okay,
No,
great.
I'm not on the street.
No, down
in
the
the
street.
middle. In the middle.
In an apartment.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Philippe.
Philippe, I'm Bill.
Nice
Yeah,
to meet
we're
you.
gonna keep. And this is Marianne and.
Does the recording a little bit.
Oh, you know him.
You know each other.
I'm just thinking we might just spray paint it just to get it all one color.
Yeah.
Unless.
But you need to scrape this. Okay, you can leave this part right here.
Yes.
But this needs to be scraping out. All this stuff right here, all the loose paint right
That's
here.
why they're getting a lot of business lately. Yeah.
Great. So you've been cleaning that too?
No, I've been painting for them.
You're painting. Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
I
Very
don't.
nice.
I don't clean. I just paint.
Oh, that's the green. That's yours.
That's my work. That's
Oh, I want to see that.
You did that from there? 61, right? And there's a lot of guys like me who are like semi-retired. Maybe they're not working right now, and they're kind of like getting heavy, and they all seem to be injured. So one of the things I'm asking a couple of personal trainers to do is, can we get together a group of men who will pick up trash as a form of initial exercise, right? And we'll pay the trainer,
That's great.
and they can do it for free. And that way we'll get an hour and 15 minutes from 4 guys.
Long look.
Move over.